Hello again. One of the things which many of us find puzzling is that whenever people in any part of the world, from Afghanistan to Gaza, Somalia to Nigeria, or Vietnam to Pakistan, find life unpleasant, they always seem to make a beeline for our country. They ignore any nearby countries and make heroic efforts to trek across land and sail the oceans until they can reach England. Not for them the safety of Italy or France. They will accept no substitute. England is all their hearts desire. So it is that when a few hundred children and young people in Gaza require medical treatment, it seems the most natural thing in the world that we should agree to fly them and their families to our country so that they can receive free treatment on our National Health Service. There are, of course, countries much closer to Gaza where they might be offered adequate medical treatment. Egypt, for instance, which is literally next door. And the other question, which a lot of you will be muttering to yourself, is does this mean that we shall soon be importing thousands of Palestinians into Britain? The reason that neither Egypt nor any other country in the Middle East will take Palestinian refugees is really simple. Well, actually, there are two reasons. The first is that even before Israel was established in 1948, none of the surrounding countries liked Palestinians. Unfair perhaps, but there it is. Here is an old saying from the early part of the 20th century, which circulated in what is now Saudi, Syria, and so on. In the beginning, Allah created the Bedouin and the camel. Then from the camel's dung, he made the Palestinian. Prejudice apart, there is an excellent reason why nobody in the Middle East will allow refugees from Gaza into their countries. Both Jordan and Lebanon were racked with bitter civil wars in the 1970s, and both were called because they had sheltered Palestinians who then set out to try and overthrow the government. Egypt's reluctance is that Hamas is closely related to the Muslim Brotherhood, and that has caused so much trouble in Egypt in the past that nobody wants to risk seeing it rise up once more. If neighbouring Arab countries won't have them, why should we? The answer to that question is easy to answer as well. Every generation has a country which becomes a symbol behind which all right-thinking and progressive people can unite. In the early 1960s, it was Cuba. Does anybody watching this remember people carrying signs saying "Hands off Cuba"? Then, in the later 1960s and early 70s, it was Vietnam. Ho 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 Chi Minh and hey hey LBJ, how many kids did you kill today? I'm sure that some of you will remember those slogans. After that, of course, it was South Africa. These causes were moral absolutes. Either you supported the popular view about the Vietnam War or the struggle to end the regime in South Africa, or you were a wicked fool and enemy of mankind. Today's touchstone for virtue is Gaza, and anybody who goes against the agreed narrative must either be a heartless scoundrel or a Zionist Jew. For this reason, as demand increase for the admission of ever more refugees from Gaza, few people will wish to object. It would be like standing on the wrong side during the campaign to free Nelson Mandela or the bombing of North Vietnam. The 300 refugees coming to Britain are the first drops of water in what will soon become a mighty flood.